Firstly, good morning, everyone. And I'd like to extend a warm welcome to everyone for attending this webinar. So this webinar, hello. So the title of this webinar is BSc Chemistry, what are the scopes and opportunities? So on behalf of the chemistry department, myself, Dr. Sabyasachi Chakraborty, will be presenting the things, most of the things, which we will finish in, let's say, around 20-25 minutes. And then we will take the questions. And now with me, my colleague, Dr. Mahesh Kumar Rava and Dr. S. Manathan, they are also here. So I'm repeating that if you have any questions in between, please, you can stop us and you can ask questions, or else you can write on the chat box. You can write on us our private messages also. Yes, okay, good. That Kashyap Bharadwaj already raised hand. You want to say something? Kashyap Bharadwaj, you raised your hand. Would you like to say something? That's good, actually. Okay, so I move on. So basically, if you ask, question or write down those things over there. So at the end, we will take one by one those questions. So before I start with this, what are the scope and opportunities? We also would like to use this platform to tell you like what are the things are available. Okay, my voice is not clear. Mahesh, am I?
Yeah, you are audible. Maybe come little closer to the mic because maybe the slow internet might be the issue.
Okay, now it is better.
Yeah, it's better now.
Maybe I stop my video so that the thing will be good better. So now it is better, right? Okay, good. Yeah. So basically, before telling the BSc what are the scope and opportunities, what we would like to do is we first tell how the BSc chemistry syllabus curriculum, how we design here, and also finally we would like to give you the feel that how those carefully designed curriculum and courses will help you to achieve your goals. So I hope everyone join here with an aspirant that what chemistry can offer you, right? So it might be that you are taking that chemistry as a for BSc chemistry. It might happen that you are taking that courses as due to your parental pressure, or you have passion to do. But what I would like to assure you is, or you have to do by yourself is, once you join a particular course, and this is not true for only chemistry, this can be true for any subject, because you join a course, meaning you need to show your passion, you need to show your dedication, you need to show your proactiveness, because that will define your future career. So and since you are here for a chemistry webinar, so we would like to tell you what are the future prospects, what are the higher studies possibilities, how we can do PhD, and all those things we will discuss over here. So before going to those scopes and opportunities, briefly we would like to tell you what we are doing at chemistry department at SRM AP Andhra Pradesh. So the next slide. Okay, so today's agenda is, we will discuss about these four parts. So firstly, as you know, chemistry is nothing but a central science, and it can be connecting to the all aspect of science. Be it you name it physics, be it name it biology, food, agriculture, medicine, and so on. I just want to give you a recent example. I hope by all of you whoever presented in this, present in this webinar, have been known or seen this picture for last 5-6 months quite often, right? I think everyone agree this is the picture people usually draw for coronavirus, right? You may think this is nothing but biology, but I can tell you that lot of chemical things are involved over here. For example, these red dots over whatever you are seeing here is, these are nothing but a protein molecule. We call it glycoprotein, but for example, I'm not going to go very details. So these are protein. How proteins are made of? They are nothing but made of a long chain of amino acids. Amino acids being a chemical. What kind of chemical bonds are there in the protein? Nothing but amide bonds. Now, these virus really change to our day-to-day life. We are having webinar. We might meet person to person if a normal situation was there, like before in 5-6 months. So what is happening is this tiny, particularly arranged protein molecule recognizes our body. meaning it has some complementarity, some lock and key model. That is nothing but again some chemical recognition. So my point of showing you this slide is even current situation also, I mean, people whoever are working on getting the vaccines and all, they are really dealing with the functionalities of the protein molecules or the small molecules or small function groups, whatever present over there, and how we can tackle this thing that they are doing, and that is nothing but chemistry. So my point of this slide is to tell you that yes, A, B. Can you tell me what is the question? You can write on the chat also. I can in between can see and can give you the answer. Okay. So that's what it is going on. So now, by now you understood this is nothing but this chemistry is central science, meaning so many things you can connect. So but to know the many things, you have to design your curriculum in such a way that you can know everything. I mean, you can have a feel, or you can have the fundamental things for every cases. For example, just now I have given you a little bit of example of coronavirus, some photos and telling you the recognition and all. But in your curriculum, if we added these amino acids and for example your biochemistry, so that to understand the problem or to know what is happening around you, it would be easier for you. And also at the same time, I can tell you that if you have I mean, let's say you focus on mobile devices, mobile phones and all. So meaning you need to know what is the circuit. So basically that is nothing, or what is the material it is made of. Or these days people talk about flexible electronics. So meaning how this flexible electronics and things are being made, how the material is being made. So for that, you need to again study. I mean the physics of those materials. So we have designed in our curriculum the courses called chemistry of material. So what are the materials are there for use different purposes. For example, these days I will show you also everything you can talk about is made of polymer, let's say. So how the polymer things are happening and how the chemistry in the polymer is, those things are happening. you will be easily know. So my point is telling over here is, if you really design the curriculum you are studying, if that is even broad, that can open up your mind, that can tell you that many things can be possible, really that will help you to grow further in your future career. Third part, the teaching method, how the professors will be teaching. I'll tell you about the details and our expertise later, but we have introduced many unique concepts. For example, we do supervised learning. We have now 5 faculties, all having diverse background, their expertise. So what we told you is, after this is obviously not the first in the initial semesters, because you need to know your fundamentals first. We all focus on your fundamentals first. You have to strong your fundamentals. After getting strength in your fundamental, what you can do, you can join any of the faculty, you can stay with him for like 2 months or 3 months, and you learn whatever they are doing. Then based on you have the opportunity to talk to everyone. Then based of your interest, you can join faculty, you can join the cutting edge research, whatever they are doing later. So this is one of the supervised learning. We have a lot of we will do classroom activities and study projects, so that your not only we do the fundamental strong, at the same time by using of your fundamental, how we can use those knowledge to do for further applications, we will also tell you during our courses. And finally, we'll tell you what are the opportunities you might have. For example, we always encourage our students to go higher studies, to do PhD even in abroad, or do I mean until PhD, then you can go for job. But nevertheless, if some student have passion to do job after your bachelor's also, we will be happy to help you over that. And not only that higher jobs and all, in your summer or something, we can help you to do like interns and all. So we will help you on that. So I think this one I already explained. So chemistry is in daily life. You can see, I mean, I already given you one of the example of this corona recent viruses, but you know, all the medicines, all the pharma industry, they are dealing with the chemistry only. So whatever the drug they prepare, that is nothing but organic chemistry. People use fertilizer to grow that particular grain even better or more. People that is use also chemicals. So how people things are recognizing each other, those very basic concepts are applying, and people are getting those things. Even people use for beverage industry, they artificial tastener and all people usually use, that is also chemicals. If you talk about like food I mean, preservatives and all. So there also people use different chemicals to preserve the food taste, color, and it will not damage. And there's a big petroleum industry, and here you can go for job also. I mean, after having your degree in chemistry, you can go to the job also. So we have petroleums and then plastics, polymers, and you can see how the chemistry milk, for certain example, I mean, you can see. So these people, they put oil refinery. So the oil can be used for your vehicle and many other things. But again, the other byproduct they use, they made this plastic factory. The plastic is nothing but made of some of the polymers and all. So I can give you an example. You can see in this room, I think everyone here who are present will agree with me that the most of the things are made of polymer. I mean, you can think of like this is this from raincoat to the car, I mean, the color, to the sofa, juice bottle, toys, I mean, TV, remote, speaker, whatever you think of, these are nothing but made of polymer. So how this polymer, so if you learn, for example, in our curriculum, we have a, I mean, very deep courses in polymer chemistry. So if you know the basic fundamentals, even if you don't profile for higher studies, you can go for the polymer. I mean, you can crack the interview and you can get your dream job. I mean, in the polymer industry there itself. So in next, so I think this slide I already mentioned that chemistry is central science and it can be related to physics. You can have chemical physics. In geology, you can go for geochemistry. In biology, you can go for biochemistry. And not only that, you can see these are the very different sectors where you can find yourself suits in if you have your degree in chemistry. For example, biology, petroleum, polymers, genetic engineering, agriculture, pharmacology, consumer products, and so on and so forth. I mean, the list are ever growing. So here, how we impart those things? Here are the exam. I mean, we are the 5 dynamic faculties who we all are very passionate about our research, and I think this statement will be really, I mean, helpful for you to know that the success of a teacher will rely on the success of the students. So we all want whoever join us as a students for their success, because that will define our success. So I will go through one by one our colleagues. For example, Dr. S. Mannathan, he is now acting HOD of our department, and his focus is fully in organic chemistry. So he knows how to do the drug molecules, how we can synthesize those things. Then we go to Dr. Nimai Mishra. He is focuses on inorganic material chemistry, his expertise. So what he prepares, he do like light emitting diode material, thermoelectric material. So how you can improve your daily to day life by that. We have our very excellent colleague, Dr. Mahesh Kumar Rabba. He is a theoretical physical chemistry. So these days, I can give a brief, I mean, brief description about his expertise. For example, you cannot one student or researcher cannot prepare all the material by themselves. So whenever you try to make something, okay, first of all, Mahesh Kumar Rabba's expertise in organic solar cells, but that is not, he is not limited to that. He is doing a lot of theoretical calculations and all. But the point here is, like, before doing experiment, if you know from with the help of computational chemistry that this thing is really feasible, if you know the free energy or your the particular reaction, whatever you think, if it is going in the forward direction, then only you can go for that, right? So the power of this predicting things will happen from this computational chemistry, such as Dr. Mahesh Rabba in our department. We have one more colleague, Dr. Padar Maram. His expertise in solid state chemistry, which is nothing but, I mean, these days his main focuses are on battery materials. Here people are really, you know that these days we are all dealing with everyone. Even I am with the laptop, somebody if it is the phone, you have lithium ion batteries, right? But you all know that lithium is not an earth abundant material. After someday we might not have that many lithium left. So what would be the next alternative? So people have to work on it. So one of the goal of Dr. Padar Maram's research is towards this. And then myself, I am dealing with nanochemistry. So what I focus on creating or preparing material which can be related to diagnostics and therapy or different cases. So those are, I mean, those all things are there in our web page. If you are interested to know more, you please contact us, write us email, even our phone numbers are there. You can call us there, or you can go through our webpage to know what is happening over there. So then I go how we all faculty, as I said, that we design the curriculum very, we refined it very well. So that, for example, we introduce some of the strength is our courses are like foundation courses. You will be amazed to know the name of the foundation courses. For example, why to read a book, that is the name of a course. For example, communicative English to improve your communication skill. And then these days all people are very obsessed about the computers, right? So we have also a computer courses called big data and data science to know what is happening on that world. So being a BSc chemistry also, you will have opportunities to know and to learn those courses from our university. And but again, although I say those are important, yes, that will give you an edge during your interview, but we won't neglect your basic skills. So what we do, we really give you the fundamental knowledge of our chemistry. So it will cover all physical, traditional physical chemistry, inorganic chemistry, organic chemistry, and analytical chemistry. Apart from that, we will also give you some of the advanced courses. For example, nanotechnology, what about chemistry materials, polymer sciences, biochemistry, drug discovery design, computational material. Those are just the name a few. I mean, all the things are available in the website. You are, I mean, we will be happy if you scroll through and go and see those things. And then come to the opportunities. So first of all, we say after finishing your courses, you will have opportunities to go job or higher studies, which we will encourage. But at the same time, during your course, in the summertime, you can come join us in our lab, or you can join any other lab, be it in India or outside, for a summer courses to know more what is happening on the real time. That is time is your free time. I mean, we are not having any semester classes and all. You can go out and you can finish your, I mean, you can have some experience over there. And next, these are the options we have in our university for a BSc chemistry. For example, the very basic one, we have 3 years. You need to finish 120 credits. You will get basic chemistry, I mean, as a BSc. We also have 3 years, 140 credits you need to do. You can see 20 credit extra you need to do. We will offer you, I mean, we'll give you a chemistry honors degree, but we won't tell you any specialization over here, because we will not going to tell you, because being a BSc, because this is your fundamentals. If you go through specialization from the BSc, then it will be very difficult for you to engage yourself. I mean, it will be a very narrow. So, but we will give a focus more on material chemistry. As you know, this is the most booming things. Also, at the same time, we'll give you, if you can have not that 20 credits you can have from other department. For example, I can tell you can go for business management. I mean, business administration department, you can have 20 credits. So you'll have a basic plus minor. How it is help? If you, let's say, go for government jobs and all, that will help. Whenever you are giving interview, you will have an edge with your peers, because someone with basic chemistry and someone you are going with chemistry with a knowledge of business administration or knowledge of economics or even knowledge of history. I mean, it depends on which sector you are going. That will give you an edge. And the final one, which we all are really excited about, that we will give you a 4th year, I mean, diploma course. This 4th year will be really, this diploma will give you more deep knowledge on chemistry. We will be imparted, I mean, you will be inside our lab, do real research there also. And that really will help you to do higher studies in abroad, be it MS or be it PhD, that will help. And we all faculties are, I mean, will be very happy to help you to prepare your like materials for your abroad studies and all. So with that, and I think this thing I don't explain much. So just to let you know that we don't give your marks will be not only fully depending on the final exams. The marks will be fully dependent on, I mean, it is divided by your final exam, how much you do, or also internal. Internal, we have quizzes, class tests, midterm one, surprise tests, and it's many components are there. My point here is, we want you to be always be on the top on your subject. It's not like you study in the last external and the very final exam and you score marks, you are good. No, we want to see a continuous progress of yourself. And then the teaching methods, I think I explained this one. We have supervised learning, classroom activities, and active learning. I'm not going to go details of there here. and you can see how we interact with the students. We can make like this. You can see this is we are doing this hybridization state, sp, sp3, sp bonding and all. We are showing student with the particular model and see how this thing is going. This will help the student to broaden their knowledge, or to broaden knowledge on the subject. And then finally, I think I'm also not going to go details over here, but you understood. We already explained. First year one we have foundation courses with basic fundamentals. Then we go slowly your deep advanced knowledge. You can have opportunities for summer intern, and final year you do more very advanced topic with the help of which will help you to secure some position in a good universities inside India or abroad for doing PhD or MS. And then this is the main of the things. I'm thinking during my course I repeatedly telling that you have very scope of higher studies, so that we, and also all our faculty will be very happy to fulfill your dream over there. But at the same time we give some certification courses also. You can go for, I mean, after finishing our BSc chemistry you can go for certification courses also, and there are always employment opportunity after BSc chemistry. For example, a BSc chemistry graduate, you can find this some of the few names which came to our mind. We just wrote, but this is this list is not limited to here also. There are many things are there, but I just go through like chemical laboratory, healthcare industry, pharmaceutical industry, military hospital, energy firms, and so on. I mean, many things are there. And also not only that, some of you have passion to do government jobs, for example banking, PSC. I mean, those things you can always, I mean, as I said, if you do a minor in history department, or a business administration, or let's say, I mean, in communicative, some English courses or something, so that will help you to secure a good job, and that will give you an edge while you are going for an interview with your peers, whoever giving interview with you. I think these are the things. And then these are a little about highlights of the research, what we are doing. So these are the all 5 faculty with our staffs, and whoever are helping us in doing the lab or course preparation and all, and their valuable help also we appreciate. We have currently in the research, we have 8 PhD students. We have established several research laboratories, for example, nanometer laboratories, organic synthetic laboratories, and computational chemistry laboratories. Not only that, you will be really happy to know that we have close to 1.5 crore of research funding. That is from government of India, and we all faculties are very actively involved in research. I can give an example. You all know about this Amaran batteries, right? This founded by Amar Raja. So in SRM, we have SRM Amar Raja Center. They are one of the goal of this research center is a research center. Goal is, what is there beyond lithium? How can you do fast charge? Something like this. So our faculty, Dr. Pardamaram, is actively, I mean, he's one of the member of that research exchanges. And then let's say you student, you join, you have interest in battery applications. You can talk to him. You can join his research group, and you can see what is happening over there, so that you can broaden your knowledge. So at last, I think by now you know what are the opportunities, but I'll be also at the same time will be happy to answer your questions. And we all our emails address and phone number are there. You will be always welcome to talk to us, call to us, or you can write us email, so that we'll be happy to I mean, give you our feedback over there. With that, I stop my presentation over here, and I'll be happy to I'll be happy to answer if you have any question. Yes. Okay, so I just let me tell you that I have all our faculties are here. So myself, Dr. Sabyasachi, with me, we have Dr. Mahesh Kumar Abba, Dr. S. Mannathan, Dr. Nimai Mishra, and Dr. Padasarathi Maram, all are here. So please ask us questions. You can unmute yourself, ask questions. You can write any of one of us with privately, or you can write a common chat box, so that we can answer you. So Dr. Mannathan.
Yes, Sabyasachi.
So there is a question from Anand, from Sunil. So the question is, I mean, you can, I mean, we all can answer this. I mean, I'm just asking you if possible you can answer. So his question is, BSc Honors Chemistry providing colleges in South India. So this is the only statement he wrote. So can you comment? I mean, do you have any comment on that?
So comment means there are some BSc honors are there. Okay. It doesn't mean that we are.
I don't know this question whether he's asking or he's telling that those things are there. So that's why. I mean, you please tell if you miss anything or something, I can supplement.
Okay. So BSc honors is being offered to many people, many colleges. Okay, and those colleges or those universities, if you see that. There is a scope for the students to go for higher education. So this is what Dr. Sabyasachi was also mentioning about all those things. So what is different from our BSc honors from others to ours? So ours is we encourage the students to do research. So one important course we added is supervised learning. Okay, so supervised learnings will give an opportunity for you to carry out research. And moreover, we are also encourage the students to publish a paper, a research paper. Publishing a research paper, how important is it? So if you want to do a master program in abroad, okay, or if you want to do a master program anywhere in a highly reputed institutions, okay, they will see whether you have a PhD paper or not, in addition to the other requirements. Okay. So if we have a kind of a research paper, even at your bachelor level, will really boost you for your higher education. So in this regard, our university, I don't see many colleges, they support or they encourage the students to do research in bachelor. But here we are encouraging the students to do research in the bachelor, and this will support a lot for you for the higher program. And that's why we say you come and join at a BSc Chemistry Honors at SRM University, Amravati. Okay, so lot of points were shared by Dr. Sabyasachi. And one more point I would like to add also, that we are also offering a scholarship for the best students. Okay, the scholarship is maximum. We are giving up to 90 to 100% scholarship. If you are having a CGP or SGP anything greater than 90%, surely you will get a scholarship, but the percentage of scholarship will be announced by our admission team. But I am damn sure that we will get a scholarship.
Might have a small interaction with you before that, because we need to know not only your marks, you really knows things or not, but don't be afraid about that. It's a very, jovial interactions will be there. So according to that, we will, I mean, that would be decided how much is the percentage. Is there anything you want to add, Dr. Manathan?
Yeah, if they also have some question related to filling the application.
So I just would like to supplement. I mean, as you correct and very nicely explained that why it is important to do on very important of research. I'd like to tell a very common story kind of things. For example, let's say you apply abroad and your CGPA, let's say 10 out of 10, a very good school. Let's say there will be 50 students, something like this, all having 10 out of 10 CGPA. Then how that particular university team will recognize yourself to be the better? Then come into the picture of your research experience. If you have a paper, I can guarantee that you will be on the top priority to getting of the admission of that particular college. I hope you understand the importance of those things.
I also see some other questions. From Andal Priyadarshani.
Yes.
She asked, sir, is SRM Chennai offering this course since I based at Chennai? SRM Chennai, according to my knowledge, they are offering BSc Chemistry, not BSc Chemistry Honors. I'm not sure about the upcoming, but till now they are offering only BSc Chemistry. So can I join ISRO after BSc Chemistry? Okay. See, joining ISRO, I think there was one interactive session about the science and technology at ISRO. It was organized by a Career 360 long time ago. So what I suggest that you can also please go through that one. They have provided a lot of opportunities at ISRO. But now, now I cannot get it immediately from my head. So that I request you to go through that career 360 regarding that opportunity of BSc Chemistry at ISRO. It was jointly done by our Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Narayan Rao, and also another head from ISRO. So you will get a lot of idea, while going back and looking into that career 360.
Yes, you can go through this. Any more question?
So I also would like to add you. So you can reach out as at any time,
Yes.
through any of our faculty email ID, and we also have our contact number over there in our university website. You can also call us regarding any doubts about filling up the application, or you want to know more about the course details. We are ready to help you in this regard. And as I mentioned that we are giving a scholarship, and also once you submit your applications based on your the online test and others, we will offer you the provisional admission immediately, irrespective of your 12th standard result, that is intermediate results. I see some of them are also from Tamil Nadu. I know that the 12th standard results, I think, have not yet announced so far. So we are giving immediately the provisional admission based on your previous marks also. So once you clear your the 12th standard course, you can also give us those details, then we will take it forward.
And also, I am putting the department website on the chat box. So you can go through there. I mean, link there and something. So some of you have asked about the fee structure. So as we said that there, I mean, our fees are. First of all, these kind of questions you better ask to our admission team. They would be the person to give you the answers over here. So what we can tell you, based on your performances or previous exams and all, there are scholarship available, and for that you have to do well in your previous exams and all, and there will be short interactions with us. Based on that, we can recommend how much percentage or something is there. Or any one of us would like to add anything?
Hello, is there any questions from other people? Any?
I have seen Srirangam Kashyap Bharata. Yeah, you raised your hand. Could you please tell the question? I cannot able to hear you. I know you are trying to speak, but we are not able to hear you.
Okay. Sabyasachi, there is also another question. In meantime, we can try to answer Catherine Joe. In honors, should we do research on material chemistry only?
No. It's again, I think you probably mistake. I mean, or I might not be that much clear during the explanation. So first of all, the honors degree, we prefer not to have any specialization, because this honors we are giving in BSc. So if you do specialization for your BSc, then your field of future career will be very narrow. Okay. So instead, what we said is we will give you honors, and that across all the different types of like physical, inorganic, material, analytical, biochemistry, organic synthesis, all will give you advanced. We have courses, but what we say is our little focus will be there on material science. So, and also you should not, there is no bound that you should do your research on material science. No. So we will give you a little bit of more edge on material science, because all our faculties, the basic expertise lies on the material chemistry. In this world, everything is material chemistry. You talk about anything. So that only do. But as I explained, for example, Dr. Mannathan, he's working on organic synthesis. Even if you get honors, if you do research, you are welcome to do organic synthesis. If you talk about Dr. Mishra, you go to the inorganic materials. If you talk about Dr. Mahesh Rabba, you can research with computational. Dr. Pardhamara, you can do battery related, energy related research, solid state chemistry. Talk with me, you can go nanochemistry. So there is nothing. So the course structure is focused on material chemistry. That doesn't mean you need to do your research also there. But again, if you would like to do, all are there to help you there. Okay.
So let me supplement.
I hope I answered the question of Catherine Joe.
So the material is not focused only on like materials or polymer. It's all organic, inorganic, everything. Yes, Srirangam.
Sir, I would like to ask a question, sir.
Yes,
Please go ahead.
Sir, you have said that BSc Honors can provide you with jobs for pharmaceutical. So we have already means the who the people has interest in pharmaceutical, they can go for B pharmacy also. So what is the difference if they do the B pharmacy and if they do the BSc chemistry, sir?
Very good question. Let me answer in a different way. So if you focus on, if you want to go in the pharmaceutical industry, then you should do pharmacy focus, right? Because let's say you do an MSc in chemistry, you cannot do BSc physics and then go for chemistry. Are you agree with me here or not?
Yes, sir, it is.
Agree, right?
It is true, sir. It is true, sir.
That is first thing. Now, what is the pharmacy background? Because pharmacy is a kind of a combination between your chemistry and biology. So you need to know both, some part. But my point is, and in the pharmacy, not everybody is the pharmaceutical engineer or BSc pharmacy things. They need chemist there, they need biologists there also. If they don't want to do some deep work or deep research, you understood my point. So in that sense, if you know the basic things in chemistry, any pharmaceutical industry, there are job opportunities for the chemistry people also. I hope I able to answer your question properly.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
And another question from Andal Priyadarshini. So she asked, do you offering post-graduation for the center? So
right now we are in a plan of doing that. We are not offering till now in the coming this August semester yet. We will not be, but we hope by the next year we will be able to start our post-graduation courses. I mean, but again, if you talk about PhDs as a post-graduation, okay, these post-graduation, what I mean is master's courses, but we have full running PhD and PhD courses. So if you talk about postgraduate at PhD level, we are already running from last 2 years or so.
Yes. So from 21 onwards, from July 21 onwards, we are planning to offer MSc chemistry.
Yes. I mean, that is if your definition of post-graduation. If you talk about PhD, already running 2 years going on.
Okay.
Yes. Any more question? You can write to us privately, or you can write to everyone. Yeah, no problem. Okay, and I also like to take this opportunity to ask. Yeah, okay, you're welcome, Priyadarshini. So opportunity to tell, I mean, if anything want to say, Dr. Mahesh Kumar Abba, Dr. Partha Maram, or Dr. Nimai Misra, would you like to add anything?
No, sir, you are good.
Okay, thank you. Okay, then.
Can I add something?
Yes, please, Dr.
No, I completely misthought it's webinar series, this chemistry webinar series, and I was bugging Mahesh why it's not coming, because when I logged into it was showing the first page, but I then realized it's a admission webinar.
So Dr. Manjunatha is our colleague in biology department. So see, he's also interested in chemistry. He joined here.
Yeah, I want to change my field from biology to chemistry. And you can mention I'm an adjunct faculty in chemistry. You can mention
that. See, in that sense, I mean, not to dilute this thing, I just tell you that how important it is. So you understood, right? How important the chemistry is.
I can also supplement one more point. I think if you want to go to pharmacy, like our Sabyasachi mentioned, So you need chemistry and biology. So in this case, you can also choose. There could be an option also for you to take minors in biology, and you can
Very
enter
good.
into
Very good.
pharmacy.
Yes. Yes.
So you have the both knowledge of
Both knowledge.
chemistry and biology. So this is the special that we are doing at SRM AP. So we are having our own, and also we are trying to give minor in different discipline. It's not only restricted to biology, or it's not only restricted to physics. You can also have a minors in computer science if you think about going. So this kind of thing we are providing at SRM University.
Yes, and I also think this is unique. It's very difficult. You cannot find out easily in our country. Okay.
So again, I would like to remind, so don't worry about your final examination result is not yet announced. So you are awaiting. You can still apply. For those people, you can have a provisional admission. So once the results comes, you can submit your the certificates. No need to worry about the
Also,
results.
we heard that, I would like to supplement. Also, we heard that sometimes you are having problem in filling up the form or something. So if you have this kind of problem in filling our BSc chemistry, admission form, you can contact our admission team. That is the first thing. Also, you can contact us if you have any problem. We will be happy to assist you. I hope we answered all the questions, whatever you have. And if you are not asking any more question, but Dr. Manathan, can we formally close this session?
Yes. So first of all, I would like to thank all of the participants, that is the students from different places who's attended this webinar, and I thank our speaker, Dr. Sabyasachi Chakravarti. I hope he explained about our BSc Chemistry Honors at SRM Universities, what are the scopes and opportunities, and what you do after joining here. So I hope that you are really encouraged by his speeches, and I am looking forward here at SRM University, Amaravati, for your BSc Chemistry program. And as he mentioned, for any queries, please write to admission team in terms of fee structures and scholarship others, or even for filling up application form, you can contact admission team, as well as us. We are ready to help you. So I thank one and all for participating in this event. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and formally I'll close them. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.